Okay, guys, I don't remember where I saw, but Endless Legend 2 is in demo mode now. It is a 4X strategy turn-based game. So I'm gonna try it out. I downloaded the demo. They say the release date is 22 September. It's made by Amplitude Studios, who is known for making Endless Legend 1, of course, which I never played, and Humankind, which I did play but not really like. Welcome. Sayada is an ocean world where the majority of the inhabitants have endured long years surviving on isolated islands. Only recently, terrible storms have shattered the world, bringing the factions to breaking point. Choose how you want to experience the epic story of Endless Legend 2. As a new player, discover the core mechanics through a guided experience before continuing the game normally. I may regret this, but I like discovering turn-based strategy games organically without a tutorial, so I'm gonna go straight into a normal game. I think I know enough about how 4X games work that I can figure it out. If I regret this, I'll revisit this and go to the tutorial. How many factions can we pick? 1, 2, and custom faction is not available right now. Okay. Their origins lost to the distant past. The aspects are a symbiotic species, part machine. I like this already. I love part machine species. Are a symbiotic species, part machine, part coral, with physically distinct individuals who find blissful union in the chorus. A mind gestalt, where all aspects can psychically come together. Obsessed. Isn't Gestalt a German word for being? I guess it has been anglicized. I love this kind of language crossover. Obsessed with preserving the balance on Sayada through empathy and understanding. The aspects' peaceful existence has been upended by a devastating dieback of their life-enhancing coral fields. Will Sayada ever see the illuminated realm again? Yeah, it's that global warming. Devastating impact on coral fields. Customize your empire. Select and customize your empire on Sayada. Pick your color. Green. Pick the faction icon. This looks like a Colossus. Like War of the Worlds robot. I identify with this. Found those curiosities
Things
quite...
are in balance. Metal and mineral. Sky and sea. The bound and the unbound. This harmony murmurs through the air, ripples through the oceans. It is the song of Sayada that we alone can hear. A symphony shared by every being, living or unliving, growing richer until it is ruined by one false note.
Friday.
Crashing dissonance. From discord, only disorder, conflict, and destruction will follow. We must deny this cacophony, sway the strangers of this world, and impose a greater harmony.
Yes, I concur. Yeah, we should all use that word cacophony more. Cool. Begin your legend. Okay, so it is turn-based. We're in no rush. Take time to explore and choose the best location to found your first city. That city will receive a prepared settlement bonus for each turn that you spent exploring. This effect will apply to the first city you found. Its duration is determined by how many turns have passed since you obtained its bonus. Look for a location with good terrain resources. FITSI is an acronym that lies easily in the mouth. FITSI is an acronym that references the 5 key resources of the game. Food, industry, dust, science, and influence. So I think dust is their money currency. Once you have spotted a good location, you must click left on the Found Capital button. Okay, so this is my unit, the Envoy. It has 106 power. It has an upkeep of 4 dust. Cool ready animation when I click him. Oh, this is my hero. We have heroes. Polemephon, the Steadfast, range hero level 1. Beyond the wind and the stone of Sayada, nothing can last. Inspect hero, multi-tap left button. While there are some aspects who view balance as an abstract part of life, Polemephon has always felt profoundly connected to this highest ideal. From a young age, they preferred nothing more than meditating on the world's balance. In its wild landscapes, after the storms and starfalls caused unthinkable chaos, Polemephon became a skilled but reluctant fighter, hoping to help restore the peaceful existence they once cherished to Sayada. Who settles? Who actually settles and founds a city? Select an army and press the found capital. So any one of them can do it. Found capital. It's not just settlers, it's any one of my units. Oh, we're in Awith. And how big is the world? And is the world circling around? Okay, so it's not flat then. How far can I move actually? Oh yeah, by holding right click I can see how far I can go. I think that's the humankind system that I'm remembering. You found an obelisk curiosity, which gained influence and dust. Very good. And then can I move a little bit more? Yeah. Okay, we found some new things. A village. The ossified remains of the Ametrines still exist on the seabed, speaking to an age when these creatures of mineral and rock stalked the ancient deserts alone. Sayada has seen so much in the intervening eras, but the Ametrines still wish to renew the bonds to the ancestors. Bring an army to this minor faction village to interact with it. Water has no yield, but I don't know if that's because I don't have seafaring capabilities. Whoa! Whoa! 5 food and 5 empirism? Blaze grapes? 5 empirism? Is that... Mega grapes. What is that icon? Is that influence? It looks like statehood, like empire stuff. Yeah, it is empire power. It is an anomaly. Do I need to fight for this? Let's try. That seems like a great place to settle. And we got prepared settlement bonus anyway. Oh, we found some other cool things too. Look at this, 4 production and 4 dust. Another anomaly. All right. And this one, 6 dust. Spiral crabs. Crustaceans that embed dust in their distinctive shells. Okay, I'm standing there, but now what? I can found a capital on top of this? But what about the spiral crabs? It's an anomaly, yeah, but what do we do with it? Become a crab, live with the crabs. That's a great idea, chat. Ooh, another obelisk. Remember, once you have spotted a good capital location, you must click Found Capital. You have encountered Plegoria, the innumerable AI. I represent the harmony of the illuminated realm. I hope we learn from each other. Diplomacy.
I am Plerigyra, the innumerable, representative of the aspects. My name refers to the chorus that binds us all. We are Legion, and we fight for Sayada's balance.
Ah, so do I. Here's your diplomacy screen with the selected empire. Hover over your diplomatic status towards the empire for more details. Treaties can be proposed to the other empire and require agreement. Declarations can be unilaterally imposed and come into effect instantly without their consent or agreement. Both categories of diplomatic actions require spending influence. The public opinion of your empires towards each other, as well as the power balance between you. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let's hover over that after we finish this blurb. Strongly impacts the attitude of other empires and influences their likelihood of accepting or refusing your treaty proposal. So, power balance. Tell me more about that. Power balance is an expression of the relative strengths of 2 rival empires. For AI-controlled empires, it greatly influences attitude. It's a reflection of the imbalance between the 2 empires' total assets, including their cities, armies, and Fitzy production. Yeah, Rise of Nations was fun yesterday. Public opinion. Neutral. Public opinion on both of us is neutral. Okay. Noted, noted. Power balance. Completely even. I right-clicked by accident, which cancels out, apparently. But we can go back in. Non-aggression pact, shared research. Do you wish to share research? Oh. They will accept with the following inducement. 120 dust. Non-aggression pact doesn't need any inducements. Alright. So... Yes?
We accept.
Okay, man. Wow. Really left me hanging there for a bit, didn't he? And it actually cost influence to revoke. He agreed to your terms. Okay. There he is. Okay, I want to settle right on top of this. If it's allowed, I would like to do that. Winds guide you, traveler. That's a cute. Parlay. Pacify all the minor faction villages of this territory through a quest. Attack village to destroy it. But the battle would be desperate. I have 100 army strength against 334. That's parlay. I thought parlay was with 2 A's. Maybe this is an alternative spelling. Do we think the capital replaces the tile it's on? I'm not sure. I can restart if it deletes the tile. You sure you're not thinking of barley, K-Tex? Okay, what quest did I get? Build 2 quarries. Okay. Parsley. Whoa, he settled. Bro, he just settled right in front of me. Cannot be done as there is an anomaly on this location. Oh, look. It actually shows how much food you will have access to in a given location. Oh, and then I left-click to confirm it? Ah. It's saying that these 2 are prime locations for some reason, but I think this is better. It looks like I will or I will not have access to this. It looks like I won't. So, you cannot settle on top, but you can settle next to it. Interesting. Districts are essential to the city's development and specialization over time. They must be built on foundation tiles. Foundation tiles is the groundwork needed before building a district. Constructed directly on land tiles, foundations need to be built adjacent to the heart of the settlement, city hall, or ministry, or next to an existing district. I see. So it expands to the 6 slots around, in my case 5, and then it can only expand while touching another foundation. If you need to, you can left-click on Districts tab to highlight all the tiles on which you can build a district. Very good. The tab is right here. Aha, yes, not on the anomaly, 4 slots actually. All good. Improvements. We can build Sanctity of Nature. Respect and understanding of the natural world enables it to give more to the community. Placement details. 4 food, 4 industry, 10 dust, 4 science, and 4 influence. We can make units. The sentry and the envoy. Oh, our population is split into 3 major citizenry categories. Scribes, influence, and science. Artisans, industry and dust. And then citizens, food and dust. So it auto-placed my dude in Scribes. Click on one of the foundation tiles surrounding the City Hall district to display the list of districts you can build. I've never played Endless Space or Legend, no. Select the district to build on top of the selected foundation. Nice and cozy, how everyone likes it. Communal habitations. Details level up when surrounded by 4 districts. +1 population slot on population vocations. Cast 75 industry, and I have 6 per turn in Reefborn. Farm. +3 food. Wait, the improvement takes 16 turns and gives 4 food as well. The district takes 15 turns and gives 3 food. So it feels like the improvement is far better. It gives so much more. Oh, but it can only be built once per empire. And my empire being the sum total of the assets of a faction. Ah. Landscaping, restore. Revitalizes all barren tiles in a territory. How did you manage to play the demo? It came out today. I just got it from Steam page. The city or camp currently doesn't have any available terrain to create a new foundations. Yeah. Okay, so unless I'm crazy, it looks like an improvement is far better to make first than a farm. Now, farms do scale, they level up. When surrounded by 4 districts, they start producing 2 extra food in themselves. And then 1 extra food for every tile that produces food around them, I think. 1 extra food for rivers, lakes, communal habitations, for bridges. So that's the useful part about that. Forum. A lively square where citizens can meet and mingle. We gain influence, and it levels up as well. And this one is, we get a population slot on population vocations. Which, right now I have plenty actually. I have fewer people than I can put on vocations, so that's not necessary yet. Let's begin by Sanctity of Nature, which seems like it's an upgrade inside of the main hex. Okay. Yes, the district does let us play more foundations. If I build a district here, then I can start building foundations there. It is possible that the optimal way to start is, in fact, with a district. But I'm just going with what I can see now. What gives more resources. This unit is a hero, a very unique unit and a critical asset in battles. Heroes can equip different weapons or items you may loot. Moreover, when leveling up, you get skill points. Ultimately, heroes cannot die, but they get wounded and they will revive in your city. Yep. Excellent. Accessing new technological eras will give you more heroes to recruit. Aha! So it's like Warcraft 3 then! You're in tier 1, 1 hero. You get to tier 2, 2nd hero. It's just like Warcraft 3, guys. At some point, you may want to attack another empire city. Either you wish to raise, pillage, or even take control of it to increase your power. To do so, you must first gather enough influence to be allowed to declare war on an empire. Yeah. After that, while controlling an army, you must right-click on the target city to start a siege. A siege will then last for a period that depends on your army strength, but is a mandatory step to create breaches and reach your objectives. I wonder how this is similar or different than Humankind. In Humankind, there was something called war support, where as the war drags on, it's not total extermination of the enemy nation that may necessarily end it. It may be that your population loses the will to fight and you will actually just give up. And you have to pay some reparations, if I recall correctly. Let's go scout over here. Building coral spores. By spending dust, we have 75. Your aspect's army can create a coral spore in a territory provided you don't already own one, camp or city within that territory. Alright. Build a coral spore that will start generating coral. And it increases yields. So we're doing creep spread. By spending dust, your army can do this. Once built, a coral spore will start expanding over time. Keep in mind that coral spores are vulnerable to enemy armies. If you wish to claim a territory, note that building a coral spore is always a precursor to the creation of a camp, so be sure to place your coral spores wisely. Okay. So it is like creep in Zerg. Is there a micro battle scene or is it auto-decided? If it's like Humankind, there will be a tactical battle where you move your armies and you use terrain to get bonuses and whatnot. Technology. Let's check it out, guys. We have 7 science per turn right now, and we have 0 science reserves. Voices of the Masses. Unlocks District Forum. We get a scribe slot in capitals. Civil Order. Plus 12 approval. Okay, that's what that is called. On capitals. Could you check the hero skill tree? I'm quite interested. Yeah, sure. Yes, it did, the Scourge. So good combat. What's your favorite planetfall unit, the Scourge? Asceticism. Unlocks Protectorate slot, defense when defending. So these are all society-based upgrades. Workshop. The start of everything. Tradecraft, trading and production. Unlocks District Works, which is a lot of extra industry. Currency. Merchant House. Then we have the Discovery, which gives keystones. Unlocks a bridge. What do you think a bridge does, chat? It's a pretty neat layout. Malictor. I never played the faction that has Malictors. Was it a secret tech? The Malictors? The secret tech? Like Syndicate, maybe? For crossing water? Yeah, you guys might be right. Let's see what it does. Solid construction means this bridge will hopefully last the ages. The district must be built on a stream or river. Makes sense. Scientific charter. Improves the rewards from curiosities. And it unlocks laboratory, which will give extra science. Scavenging. Bonus gains on battle spoils. You gain health and damage on units. And stonework. Keep. Fortification. Alright. It says 1 here as well. I'm gonna start with the scientific quarter. Turns to research toggle off on science reserves. So, because I have a scribe in my city, is that why I have bonus science? Yep, we got 1 science from that. But I think I would rather do growth. I currently have 24 growth and a population of 1 out of 9. It will take 3 turns to get bonus population, I think, is what it says here. Growth, 0 out of 62. 4 food consumption. Yeah, 3 turns. So if I move him here, it's still 3 turns. 30 pop. We're just 2 pop short of making it 2 turns. Ones that evolve on kill, the upgradable units from Xenoplague Secret Tech. Oh yeah. From tier 1 to 2 to 3, really cool. Are there any 4X factions that are like the Borg? Well, I'm kind of playing a Borg-like Civ now. Huh. When we put people inside the citizenry, approval level goes down. It creates instability. Artisans and citizens. For production is pretty cool too. Wait, what am I producing actually? Oh yeah. I'm producing this structure, the improvement, which was gonna take 16 turns. And where do I see that again? Is it this? Delegation? Delegation sanctity. This one, 16 turns. Okay, I see it right there. So, when I move this guy here, does it drop to 13? 8! But my research will be slower. Taking it from 16 to 8 turns, though, is crazy. And science will still take 4 turns, so it feels like that's by far the best. Someone asked to see the hero level up screen. Let's check that out. What is this? A steadfast friend for all seasons that gives no bonuses if nearby. A soulmate who can share the hero's burdens. Companion. That's kind of cute. We also gained XP, I think from founding a city, perhaps. What are the consequences of instability? I don't know. It might be fewer resources generation or barbarianism, like rebellion. It could be they stop working, don't work as hard, or fight me. That's usually how that works. A particular enemy who has wronged your hero and whose defeat offers special bonuses. This hero has no known enemies yet. Hey, that's the Nemesis system. I thought that was copyrighted. But it's copyrighted in like ARPG games. Souls-like games or something. Nemesis system, guys. I've played this a bit earlier. At sub 20% stability, I got rebellious units. I see. So here's the skill tree. Bonus XP to all units in the army when gathering a curiosity. That's under the archer skill tree. Wait, what? Guiding light. Rain of arrows. Volley, recovery shot. Eye for weakness. We've got fast learner. Deflecting stance. Line of duty. Nature of the beast. A lot of bonus health. Pile driver. Second wind. Which actually, unlike in League and HOTS, gives critical chance damage when adjacent to a friendly defending unit. Coral onslaught. Alright, so this is the skill tree, yeah? Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty dumb, Motherandi. So how do I get a quarry, actually? Can I find out more about that? Wait, how do I build new cities? Influence. How much is a new city? Oh, I have to do corals first. You cannot have more than one coral spore in the same territory. You cannot build a coral spore on any territory you already own. Man, his territory greedily consumed this cool anomaly right here. Can't believe this guy. Let's go here then. Ooh, I just traveled over the water. Perhaps because there's coral spores here? Excellent music. A quest requires your attention. The Great Dieback. The illuminated realm of the aspects is at its lowest ebb for centuries, devastated and desperate. Several months ago, the web of coral that stretched across the island and into the seas beyond experienced a dieback the likes of which had never been witnessed. Reefs withered and blackened, and only a pitiful handful of coral shells remained. The chorus, the shared mind where all aspects come together in thought, atrophied as well. Good news, Pharaoh. Against all odds, we survive. Reefborn has been built in you. It is a shadow of itself, and our once mighty chorus is but a discordant whisper. We lost many in the dieback, that is true. But a handful of us persist, and we will rebuild the chorus as well. Were we complacent, my friend? We called it an illuminated realm, a land of plenty and bliss, but we were blind to the coming ruin. Good questions, my liege, but they can wait. And remember, you have barely donned the ropes of office. Power laid in others' hands, so stop feeling guilty. Thank you, cried Tilan. You are right. I look back in pity, not ahead in hope. I forget the balance, the harmony. What do you recommend with your experience? Everything begins with the coral. We must grow new fields immediately and find new varieties, immune to the blight. We are not yet saved. Of course, it is the first step to a greater chorus and a greater harmony. Let us move. Use action, build coral spore twice with one of your armies. And then we will gain approval in Reefborn. Begin quest. So now we have another quest. And they are both pinned right here. Excellent. Transfer some units of your army to a nearby army or tile. You can click on the transfer button to enter a dedicated mode and follow the instructions. Select the units you want to split from this army. I see. So that's how that works. That was not a split. But we found an obelisk, it's fine. Oh, I clicked build coral spore and it just instantly happened. And it's not cancelable, or is it? Okay, it is cancelable. 30 gold. Why does it say requires at least 80? Is that because that's the cost to found a subsequent city on it? I think that's what that is. Hey, what's up, Plateau Dumb? I think that's not the cost. I just spent 30 to build the coral. Oh, are you saying it gets more expensive? Oh, okay, that's what it is. It gets more and more expensive. That's a mechanic to prevent costs to get prohibitively high. That's a cost to prevent you from feeling forced to expand 1 million times. Or do you think it's to rush the building? No, it is the subsequent cost. See, because this is not a building rush. Grubs, have you talked about the new patch in Warcraft? Yep. What's up, Late Night Berlin? You mean new patch like today or yesterday? I did not hear about that, if that's the case. By spending influence, evolve your coral spore into a camp in order to claim the territory. Note that, like coral spores, aspects camps also have the ability to generate coral. Okay. Now, evolve into camp, 60 influence. Coral spores have no pop and do not produce yield. Exactly. Okay. What's that? Curiosity. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good place. Let's do it. They made animate dead units permanent? There's no way. Permanent? Wait, hold on. Attached to a city. Select the city this camp will be attached to. Evolve into a city. You have claimed this territory by founding a camp. Oh my god, there's a... there's 4 stages. There's a coral. Then it's a camp. Then attached to a city. Then evolve into a city. Yeah, it makes you choose more wisely, Indie Pyromancer. You have claimed this territory by founding a camp. Before creating more cities, beware of your Empire city cap. Click on the Empire screen to know more about your city cap. Empire approval, 52%. At 25 to 60, they're content, which is neutral income, with happiness, plus 15%. At 0 to 25, and I don't know why they put it in this order. I feel like this one should have been here. They become mutinous. You lose income, and an overthrow countdown begins. The economy slows, councillors are ejected, and council seats are locked. There will also be rebellion. Yeah, for sure, Denki. Is this game better than Civ 7? Anybody played both? I played both. I played Civ 7 for, I think 2 hours. 1 or 2 hours. And I play this game now for probably 45 minutes. I really like the vibe so far and the mechanics. I didn't play Civ 7 that much, so far I think I enjoy this one a little bit more. I like the vibe. It's a turn-based strategy game, Try HQ, on a non-Earth planet. City cap. Right, and Jubilance. Jubilance does dust income plus 30%. Nice. Yeah, for some inexplicable reason, Civ 7 copied many humankind mechanics. Maybe because they're in such competition with each other, maybe they saw what the other guys are doing, and then we need to do this too and add these systems, even though those systems ended up not being that popular. I would argue. It's kind of like League trying to copy Heroes of the Storm mechanics, even though League has a much, much, much larger audience. So then the question is, will that make you better or just more like the other? Yeah, the other guys, like the dev teams that you're competing with. If you're both making a Civ-like game, right? Your city cap determines how many cities you can establish without suffering from additional approval malus at the Empire's scale. Yeah, so our city cap is 1 out of 3. How does it go up? In Civ, I believe you get bonus administrators to increase... Or is that humankind? Bonus administrators, so that you can have more cities. Can be increased via research of specific technologies. I see. If you are stuck, you can attach territories instead to increase its size without requiring the founding of a new city. Understood. I think Blizzard was a giga company by stealing all the good ideas back in the day. Yeah, I mean, stealing is a dramatic term, but you can definitely say that Blizzard enthusiastically borrowed good ideas and then repackaged them in a way that was more accessible for people. League did borrow from HOTS. Yeah, I know. Of course, HOTS also borrowed from the games that came before it. Yeah, the thing about Humankind where you... There was this thing about victory points in Humankind, like fame they called it, and it was not about extermination, it was about fame. Whoever has the most fame wins. I thought it was quite a novel idea. I still like the idea of it. But it was also a mechanic where you need to gather enough fame to transition to become the next civilization, where your Stone Age Civ can pivot into a slightly more advanced Age Civ. But it was very feast or famine, first come, first serve, when I was playing against AI, and I guess you could say it's a skill issue sometimes. When I was playing against AI, they would get to the next age more quickly, and then they might take they might take what I wanted to take. And sometimes that's exactly what you wanted. What's this? Hoy and Ladran, a village. Fights. Okay, I have 125 army power on my hero. And this one is how much? 100. So 225. And this village is a little too strong for me to fight. Let's talk. Whoa. Okay, that was weird. There was like a window pop up and I looked at chat for a second and now it's gone. And now suddenly I have a sick Hoy and Ladran unit here. It just skipped past. Yo, sup, Arenta. Thanks for the 26 months. I didn't see what happened, but I think I have a new quest. Bring the sick Hoy and Ladran unit back to full health. Okay, cool. Mighty Rider, flying ranged unit. I'm guessing it's gonna regenerate on home territory. Health, yeah, health, defense, critical chance, movement. I want to hover over health. There it is. Once the health of any unit reaches 0. Okay. Injury. Okay. Yep. And then. Okay. And then. I like that you can keep going, which is good. It's good that you can keep going into submenus to get your encyclopedia information. My guess is go back to my home terrain and it'll start regenerating faster. Oh, look, we found something. Weapons. Oh, there it is. Now that we're on home terrain, it's going to regenerate. As denoted by this. Regeneration. In allied territory, 20 health per turn. Excellent. What's the limitation of the demo? Turn limit? I can only play 2 factions. So that's one limitation. There are more, but I can only play 2 right now. We want to evolve this into a city, pronto. So, Coral will start expanding, I think. But building another right now, I think, doesn't do anything. Because... except claim territory, I guess. It is part of the quest, though. Cipher of Horror found. So we found a weapon. Where's the weapon? Is it equipable by my hero? Cipher of Horror, yeah. So any unit that picks it up, even if my hero is not nearby, can then make use of it. It's a consumable that gives a skill. Cipher of Horror power. When using this active skill on an empty tile, a horror joins the battle until its conclusion. Does not consume movement points and action token. Destroys the consumable after use. Well, let's use it then. So it's a one-time battle endowment. Is this game like Heroes of Might and Magic? It is the same genre, but you'll find that it plays quite differently. But yeah, if that's your experience with turn-based strategy games, that's a fair comparison. That's cute. The birds turned around and made a little I notice you animation. I see you. I wonder if I regenerate more in the city. I'm regenerating 20 health per turn now. Let's go closer to the city. I doubt it's going to go up, but these things are worth experimenting, right? So how's the city going? The population went up by 1, and it auto-placed my new guy in Scribes. Currently, I have a balanced automatic allocation, which means AI is deciding for me, and it seems to think that getting research and influence is valuable. And I can see why now, actually. Because the sooner I have more influence, the sooner I can get a second city. So even though I put this guy here saying like... +1 influence per population type in the same category. Even though I put this guy here, because I thought, hey, I want to get my industry up so that I can quickly build this Sanctity of Nature, which gives me a whole bunch of stuff as well. In the short term, I can get more influence by putting a scribe. But I still think I win out, because I'm making Sanctity of Nature finish faster. Initial duration 12. Wait, why did this take so long? I thought... I'm in turn 8. I thought I took it down from 16 turns to 8. And now it still takes 7. Let's put him here. Okay, 5 turns. What are the 2 factions available to play in the demo? It's this one that I'm playing right now. A kind of semi-aquatic, semi-robotic species that wants harmony and balance. And then there's one that's more like humans. They're like religious Amazons or something. Because the bonus from start is gone. Ah, and it didn't account for the bonus when it created the prognosis for production time. Even though you could argue that maybe it should factor that in already. Not like Amazons, more like Roman Legion. Okay, Roman Legion religious. Oh, I see. Well, I guess it makes sense that it cannot completely account for the 50% bonus. So I'm gonna put everything in artisans so that the sanctity of nature. Yeah, it's a tough call how you do it. Have they used some humankind mechanics in Endless 2? I haven't had combat yet, so I think that's a big question. Scientific charters researched. You have now unlocked new technology, namely laboratory and curation. Curation improves the rewards from curiosities. Now let's go for scavenging. Gains on battle spoils, bonus health and damage. Or, hold on. Scribe slots. Artisan slot. District farm. Have you played Warcraft 2? Yeah, I played loads of Warcraft 2. Hey, pleasure, Kamikaze. We had the workshop, the currency. This one just straight up gives +8 to dust on capitals, even before building the merchant house. Whereas this straight up allows to remove forest. You had the bridge. This one straight up gives bonus fighting rewards and power. The slot. Approval on capitals. It's nice to keep approval high. Spirited inhabitants. It is nice to keep approval high. Where's our happiness at actually in the capital? Because we're -6 on approval level right now. Where do I see my overall happiness? 49% and it's on the decline. So we're only content. If we want to become happy, we need to push this up. Right over 60, and that's actually going to bring our income to +15%. So I feel like that's actually a good research upgrade to get. Wait, top left in city? Oh yeah. Oh, it's quite obvious actually. Yeah. So let's get civil order so we can get +12 approval. That seems very valuable, as it's a growth accelerant. Okay, idle army. 40 dust. Another village. Wait a minute. You cannot be done as a quest is in progress with this territory's minor faction. Wait, does it mean somebody else reached them first? 334 power. Oh no. This village is part of the same one that I approached over here. So is this an Age of Wonders clone-like game? Alright, I'm always trying not to phrase it like that. Like, we get those kind of questions a lot. Is it a clone? I think that's reductive. It's probably a battle that we'll never win. There are games that are deserving to be called clones, that are so close to what they are inspired by, and so rarely different in important mechanics or vibe, that you're like, yeah, I can see you just try to make Warcraft 3, but you don't have the license, so you made this and it's almost the same. Yeah, like Void War and FTL, for instance. I think it's fair to call that a clone. I think here it's reductive. I think people are allowed to make games that are like Civilization without being constantly compared and saying, oh, so you're just like a clone? Or like with Age of Wonders as well, yeah. But yes, it is a game similar to Age of Wonders and Civ and so on. So do I get XP for exploring? I'm at 50 XP. How does XP progress? Various sources, winning battles, exploration, doing quests, and through bonuses from particular districts and skills. I see. Are you on an RTS detox? No, I just happened to see that this game came out today as a demo and I wanted to play it. You found a provisions curiosity, but discovered no rewards. Aww. I'm on a very small island. Wait, is it an island? It is not. fact. It may not be at all. Oh, we can see the coral spread here. Wait, who is this? You what, mate? Wait, am I on the edge of a territory here as well? Oh my god, I built all of my cities on the exact edge. Terrible placement. And he just took this. I should have coralled this. You have accumulated some strategic resources. Have I? Titanium. Produced in cities by mine districts or obtained as rewards, these special resources are stored on an empire scale. They're essential for upgrading units. Their max stock capacity can be increased by certain technologies. Okay, how do I upgrade units? Revealed by sheared outcroppings, the unmistakable shine of titanium means that a light, strong metal is waiting to be extracted. World stock. Wait, hold up, what it? The current stock of this resource from other factions. Trending price is going down. Empire income is nil. Empire stock. Okay, but who has it? Yeah, we're a little fenced in. I have it now? Okay. And then there's some kind of market system. You have 8, the rest of the world has 2? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But I get 0 extra per turn, so I'm not mining it. I don't need to keep seeing the yields all the time. A hotkey minus. Yeah, I don't know where we found it. Okay, so let's test our theory that regeneration could be higher on the main city ground. It looks like this is actually true. Plus 25. Nope, it's still plus 25. Wait, maybe it's higher on coral. Plus 20. Oh, it's higher on coral. Okay. Well, theory correctly tested. Is that your army? Yeah, it is now. You found a weapon. Bone panpipes. A rare. Plus 2 determination. Which is... It unlocks a skill called Xavius' Call. When using this active skill, a Xavius joins the battle until its conclusion. Very good. Very nice. I see a rainbow. Okay, maybe we should show the yields again. Blaze Grapes anomaly. Another one for Empire stability. What's this, by the way? Coral Grower 2. 5 turns to all generate coral, I guess. City approval is still at 49%. I could place another coral. What? We're in Quarry. You know what? I might have to claim to roll so that he doesn't. What's this place called? Thai something. And what's this over here? Coastal water, shallow water. I can't even begin to imagine how expensive it is going to be to place a third coral. Oh look, there's a potential landline over here. Oh, we're not quite as hemmed in as we thought. Ooh, purple leaf. Very nice. Let's go over here. And this looks like it's another province that we definitely want to capture before our friend does. Are you trying to spread coral like Blight in Warcraft 3? Yeah, it's like Blight or Creep spread from StarCraft. But it's automatic. Lovely music. I guess there's only one way to find out how much the next coral is gonna cost. We can just start it, we can always cancel it if we don't like it, and then we can see how much the next costs. Okay, so the next will cost 172, and we currently have an income of -1 dust. So if I go here, that's it, that's a choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that, and go somewhere else first. It's a very steep price. I always loved the aesthetics of this game, but I was too complex for me to get into. I'm too casual. I love to discover 4X games. It doesn't feel overwhelming to me, but I can see how it might. I just love digging into its nerdy details. Let's see if there's any diplomacy to be done. He is indifferent to us.
What of Sayada's future?
Public opinion of both him and us is 15 right now, and the power balance between us, we are actually 7 more powerful than him. So maybe that's deserving of some respect. He will share research with me only if I give him all the titanium I found. Are you kidding me? He was fine with 120 dust before I found the titanium. Now I have titanium and now he wants that as well. This means war! Yeah, whatever I'm offering, he wants the titanium. Never tell people you win the lottery, guys. Now they want it all.